What's up, y'all? Welcome to the NBA Weekly Post Game. This is where we share our views on the latest trending topics within the NBA. My name is Sha.
And I'm Evay, and we have a lot to talk about.
All right, so let's get started.
All right, so what's on the docket this week?
You know what? Let's talk about the Bucks' current winning streak. Have they turned the corner?
Yes, they are totally in playoff mode right now. I don't care what anybody say. They are ready, loaded and ready. And I didn't see it for the Bucks at the beginning of the season, even during the season. I just, they're fine, but they are running on all cylinders right now. Super exciting to watch. Yes, the Bucks, they ready.
Yeah,
ready,
can we just say that Giannis now has a perimeter shot? It's solid. I mean, he's hitting the three ball, the mid range. You can't stop him going down in the paint. He's unstoppable.
His perimeter shot is cute.
It's going in.
Not all of them. I wouldn't trust it as much. However, it's funny how teams still are not certain about his perimeter shot because they don't really contest it. I don't know. There's one game I was watching, and they were playing against the Nets. I promise you that Giannis was on an island.
Yeah,
he shot that. It didn't go in, but it doesn't matter. At least he has a confidence to begin shooting. What I appreciate about Giannis is that he took a gap in his game and he developed it. He is trying, and I appreciate that. And the more he shoots, the better he'll become. And that is one of the great skill sets that Giannis brings to the game, and I can appreciate that. But I'm sorry, we cannot forget about the addition of Jrue Holiday. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. The Bucks made adjustments to their roster to fit around what Giannis, where Giannis has his gaps. And I believe it really helped shape them to being actually a better fit for the playoffs this season. And I can see them, taking it a couple of rounds. I mean, will they be in the conference finals? We'll see, of course. But they look phenomenal right now.
Yes. And they re-signed Khris Middleton for gobs of money. I really like what Dante DiVincenzo's been doing. I'm telling you, the Bucks looking really nice right now. And it's the perfect time because now they're second in the Eastern Conference currently.
Yeah.
And they're looking good to me.
I think they actually have a big three as well.
Who's
Middleton, Giannis, and Holiday. That's
Holiday.
Yes. They needed him from a defensive. As a matter of fact, I saw. I was reading an article and I saw a quote where he said he should be a defensive player of the year, and I can't dispute that. He brings great defensive presence to the Bucks. I'm just saying, Jrue Holiday is a far better cry than the previous players they had in that position.
But Brogdon, I don't know. I don't know that I can say that comfortably because I really like Malcolm Brogdon too. I was really sad when the Bucks let him walk. But
I'm not saying from a skill perspective, from a continuity. What I am saying is that Jrue Holiday is a better fit. No, Brogdon, he's a great player. I don't think we talk about him enough. I mean, he's on the Pacers right now, right? But he's not there anymore. Bledsoe is gone. And I'm okay with that. That's what I'm saying. I believe that Jrue Holiday is a better fit for this team at this time. And I think that's why they are running on all cylinders and they look great.
They do.
They strong. They look strong in their length.
I know. Previous episodes, we said we did not fear the Bucks, but I stand corrected. I guess there is reason to fear the deer for sure.
I feel it now. When I agreed or may have said the statement in a couple of videos prior, I wasn't. That was solid at the time. Again, with more facts, allows me to make different decisions. And right now, with the way they're playing at the end of the season, they're pretty good. They're actually really good. I'm not going to say pretty good. They're really, really good. And I think that they figured out. But see, that's when you have a great coach. He knows how to adjust the roster, and I believe that they are going to be something to reckon with in the playoffs.
Can't wait to see it. Now, the Bucks are part of the reason why the Brooklyn Nets are riding a nice little losing streak. Should we be concerned about the Nets' recent skid?
No.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason why I say no is because I still don't know what the roster is going to look like once the playoffs begin. I do believe that they may face some continuity issues in the playoffs because the big three has only played in about 6 or 7 games together, which
Yeah.
is not enough. I'm hoping that James Harden is able to come back at least within the last week of the regular season, just so we can get some momentum. But without all 3 of them on the floor, I'm not certain if I have the level of concern that I would have if there was another team.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the Nets can still pull it off because they do have outstanding talent
Yeah,
in
they
the
do.
3. In the 3.
I don't think it means much either. I don't care if they lose the last couple of games going into the playoffs. They're still going to come out the East. I think they're still coming out. Or at minimum, make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. They're still coming out. It doesn't matter. Now, I trust KD, Kyrie, and Harden, absolutely. But I do not have much faith in Steve Nash, even still. I just don't think that he can coach.
Is it because he came into coaching the team that now has so many stars on it?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know it's a difficult job. It's got to be, right? I actually like the fact that they've been challenged going into, the playoff season because they needed it. I thought they were getting a little bit cocky with or without their stars on the court. They were still, molly-whopping teams. So I like the fact that they've been challenged. KD has been in a shooting slump. Don't count on him to be in a shooting slump when the playoffs begin. So I don't think it's a big problem at all. The Nets are still solid, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I'm not concerned at all. I think they'll be fine. The only concern I will have is if one of the big 3 becomes injured.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it's all 3, not 2. It has to be all of them. I don't know if just 2 of them, however you want to pair it together, is going to be enough. It's going to take all 3, in my opinion.
Okay.
So that changes it up for me a little bit. I don't know, although they are talented, amazing players, all the things. When we want to talk about greatness, it's associated with Harden, KD, and Kyrie. But for me, it has to be the big 3.
Yeah, that gives them the best chance at winning. I think they can still pull it off with 2 as long as Harden is one of the 2.
I have that too. I feel the same way. Harden has to be one of the 2. Yeah, I agree. But 2 will, if Harden is one of the 2, maybe, but it's going to require all 3 of them for me to make it out. And that's why I had the Nets as the number 1, making it out of the East and also winning the NBA Finals this season because of all 3, not 2.5, not just 2. It has to be all 3 for me.
So switching gears to the Indiana Pacers right now, they're currently 9th in the Eastern Conference. I understand, Coach Nate Bjorken is trying, but I think he's lost the locker room. In recent games, there was an issue with assistant coach Greg Foster going at it with the player. The player ended up being fined and the coach got suspended. Do you think the penalty was justified?
Yes. I think the penalty was justified. I'm going to need assistant coach Foster to manage his emotions. Now, granted, player Gogi, I think that's how you say his name.
Yeah,
Gogi.
Like that.
How dare you think you're going to buck up on a grown man? You will not tell me to sit down. That's exactly what probably Foster was like. Do you not know I will?
Yeah.
When I watched the tape, I hollered, like giggle. He was like, no. So this, from what I understand, the whole situation happened where the center Gogi, and I could be saying his name wrong, but Gogi let Mo Harkless to the basket. He just pretty much let him just, make the layup. So the coach Foster was like, why did you let it happen? Now, again, I don't know the audio, but this is me paraphrasing. You should not let that guy, get to the basket. What's up? And mind you, they were in the third quarter and the Pacers were down at least by 20. So this is a whole reason why, there could have been some heightened, intensity, right? So he said that Gogi hit a 3 and they're going to backtrack and tell the coach.
Yeah, talk about
sit the down.
Yeah.
When I tell you, that coach jumped up from the chair like, first of all, I wish he was mic'd up. I wish they was mic'd up because the way he was getting ready to pursue Young Bull. And if you saw them in a huddle, Goga, he gonna be sitting in the back like he didn't do nothing, looking all passive. Oh, you done lost your voice? Your voice went away? No, you realize this grown man wasn't gonna play that. However, he is a coach. Goga is young, and I'm gonna need for him to manage his emotions. So number one, Goga, you can't talk to a coach that way. You wouldn't want to be spoken to that way. And he is going to correct you if there is something that needs to be corrected, right? So you can anticipate that from a coach. Now, how he may have did it, I don't know. Perhaps the words he used could have been problematic for Goga, and this is all speculation. But a coach is supposed to correct, adjust, point out something you did that you could have avoided, right? The way it all unfolded, I believe that the punishment, for lack of a better term, was warranted. I think so.
Okay. Now, I mean, if you look at the flip side, for me, they're both grown men. There's speculation that Nate Bjorkman has lost the locker room. And in fact, that's the way he talks to the players. Yeah. So there's talk that Bjorkman won't be around for next season. He's lost the team. And when that happens, there's no coming back from that. Now, Bjorkman, and I'm just saying that because he's the head of the snake, right? He's the head coach. He should set a culture for the Pacers organization, whether we're talking about the coach staff, players, where what will and will not be tolerated on his team. So I think that he's part of the problem. I think Coach Bjorkman is absolutely part of the problem. And the NBA didn't like the way it looked. But I can guarantee you during practice, it happens all the time. This was just an extension, and it just so happened to be on TV, and the NBA was like, oh no, we can't allow that. And that's why the penalty was what it was, I think.
I understand that. I totally understand that. I believe the culture should be set by Bjorkman, and he has not done that, which made it seem okay. Trust me, I agree that what transpired during that particular altercation is an extension, like you mentioned, and was a visible showing of the breakdown of that whole organization, of the locker room. That's what it was. It was a public visual statement of what the breakdown is in that locker room. Yes, I totally agree. And Foster was like, "You will not. You don't know me like that." Oh yeah, I lived.
Yeah, it was pretty comical.
Yeah.
Okay. This is one of my favorite parts of the show where we discuss whether certain happenings around the NBA are political or legitimate. We like to call this segment Politics or Legit. You ready, Evay?
I'm ready.
All right. So look, LaMelo Ball is now currently trending second in Rookie of the Year ranking. Okay. Now, he's been gone 21 games. Is this political or is this legit?
Legit.
Oh, God.
It is legit. LaMelo Ball he was balling, and now that he's back, he will continue to ball. I am, believe it or not, sold on LaMelo Ball. I am. I am shocked. I wasn't. You couldn't even sell me any piece of LaMelo Ball when he came into the league. But I am sold on him. Yes, it is legit. He should be most definitely one of the top two in the Rookie of the Year rankings. Absolutely.
Okay. Should he win it, though? Should he win Rookie of the Year?
I wouldn't even be mad. I would not be mad because who was he up against?
Hey, Tyrese Halliburton, who just got injured. And then the main guy is Anthony Edwards, who's played all season long, even though the Timberwolves suck.
Timberwolves. Okay. That would be the reason why I would say yes, LaMelo Ball. Come on, the Charlotte Hornets are what, 8?
They are, and they slid down without him. They slid without him.
Thank you. However, there is a piece of politics in it because if you think about when LaMelo Ball came into the league, they barely even national sports news barely covered Anthony Edwards. Barely.
Yeah,
right.
It's true.
Fortunately for LaMelo Ball, he is actually he's like prime time. It's fun to watch. But Anthony Edwards is over there posterizing players as well. right? He is doing a great job. I believe from a visual marketing perspective, they don't put enough notice, enough emphasis, enough time on Anthony Edwards. And it's probably because the Timberwolves need to be reconsidering their position in the NBA altogether. I'm gonna need them to do something. But that's for another day. And if they're not careful, Anthony Edwards will waste his first 5 years being an afterthought. However, LaMelo, what he has done for the Charlotte Hornets, I told you he would put cheeks in seats.
You did.
He is a showstopper for sure. Must see TV when he is on the floor. He is actually really fun to watch. And his ceiling from me, I know we're talking about rookie of the year, but overall, what I see from LaMelo, that his ceiling will be much higher than Anthony Edwards. And so for this season alone, and what he has been able to do with the Charlotte Hornets, and when he was not there, the Charlotte Hornets didn't know what to do, right? They slid a little bit. Now that he's back, may not be enough time, to move them up. They will be in the play-in tournament. The Timberwolves will be at home.
Can we just say how happy the NBA is to have LaMelo Ball in the play-in tournament, seeming as though they can't have Zion
for
anymore.
another season? I know.
Yes.
I know.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah. What the buzz is right now for LaMelo Ball and his potential being in the potential playoffs right now, play-in tournament, but playoffs is exactly the same buzz they wanted when Zion Williamson started his rookie season. So
yep.
Just didn't pan out that way. But yeah, no. If LaMelo Ball wins rookie of the year, I'm here for it all the way.
Oh my God. Now for me, I think it's political if he wins and legit if he doesn't win, because you cannot miss 21 games of a 72 game season and think you just going to rush back with your wrist halfway healed and think you about to win rookie of the year. I don't know about that.
My only thing is that the Timberwolves, their positioning, which leads me to believe that Anthony Edwards may not have had the greatest impact on their season like LaMelo has had on the Charlotte Hornets season. Granted, Cat was out, D'Angelo was out. I get all of that. So that may be why his rookie season may not have been as spectacular from a discussion standpoint. But hey, you know what?
Minnesota don't even have any nationally televised games. So if you're not in that general region, you probably don't even know who Anthony Edwards is.
So I hate that. That's horrible, right? But see, that lets me know that the narrative has already been set on LaMelo Ball. And fortunately for LaMelo Ball, he's been able to meet the narrative because he is really a cool player. He's a good player. I like to watch him. So
yeah, he's fun to watch. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's all we got. And until next time, bye.
Peace out.